Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic of histology practical is veins. We'll revise the general structure of arteries and veins first, and then we'll discuss the veins in details. All arteries and veins, they exhibit same structural pattern as composition of their walls. Generally, wall of a blood vessel consists of three layers: tunica intima, media, and adventitia. Tunica intima is further composed of endothelium, subendothelial layer, and internal elastic lamina. Endothelium consists of single layer of squamous cells. Endothelial layer consists of connective tissue fibers and it lies beneath the endothelium. Then is internal elastic lamina, which is present in some arteries and veins. It consists of a fenestrated layer made up of elastin fibers, and it forms the outermost boundary of tunica intima. Basically, it separates tunica intima from tunica media. Then comes the second layer, which is tunica media. Tunica media is middle layer. It is composed of many layers of smooth muscle fibers and variable amounts of collagen fibers, elastic fibers, reticular fibers, and proteoglycans are also found between smooth muscle fibers. Now, external elastic lamina may also be present at the junction of tunica media and adventitia. Then comes tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia, is the outermost coat. It is composed of collagen and elastic fibers. It merges with the connective tissue through which the vessel runs. Now, tunica adventitia of large arteries and veins, it contains vasa vasorum and nervi vasorum. Vasa vasorum are basically the blood vessels which supply the wall of large blood vessels, and nervi vasorum are unmyelinated sympathetic nerve fibers that supply the smooth muscles in tunica media. Now, the structure of veins. The veins are classified into three major categories, that is venules, medium-sized veins, and large veins. Venules are of further two types: post-capillary venules and muscular venules. Now, post-capillary venules, they have wider caliber than that of capillaries. Their wall consists of endothelium, which is extensively covered by pericytes. Hence, these post-capillary venules are also called as pericytic venules. The pericytes and endothelium, they share a common basement membrane and they are joined to each other by a gap and tight junctions. Now, the muscular venules, they are located distal to post-capillary venules. They have larger diameter and they are characterized by the presence of one or two layers of smooth muscles under the endothelium, which is also called as tunica media of muscular venule. A thin tunica adventitia is also present, consisting of fine collagen fibers. So, muscular venules are also called as small veins. This is the microscopic diagram of venule. We can see that in venule 2 to 3 layers of smooth muscle fibers are present in tunica media. Then in next diagram we can see a venule. This is also muscular venule, and we can see 2 to 3 layers of smooth muscle fibers surrounding the endothelium, basically forming the tunica media of a venule. And this is the diagram of muscular venule. The innermost layer is tunica intima, which is composed of endothelium. Endothelium is lined by simple squamous cells. Beneath the endothelium, tunica media is present. 2 to 3 layers of smooth muscle fibers, and then tunica adventitia, where small amount of connective tissue fiber is present. Now, the medium-sized or muscular veins. Tunica intima consists of the following layers, that is endothelium, a very thin subendothelial connective tissue, and internal elastic lamina, which is very thin and it is usually distinguishable in medium-sized veins. Tunica media of medium-sized veins, it is composed of smooth muscle fibers and collagen fibers. Many fibroblasts and elastic fibers are also present, and tunica media is thinner in veins as compared to that of arteries. Tunica adventitia, it is composed of collagen fibers and elastic fibers, plus fibroblasts are also present, capillaries are present, but the tunica adventitia of veins is thicker as compared to that of arteries. This is the diagram of medium-sized vein, we can see the three tunicas: tunica intima, tunica media, and tunica adventitia. Now the innermost layer is endothelium, and which is lined by simple squamous cells. Then is subendothelial connective tissue. Basically, subendothelium contains collagen and elastic fibers, capillaries, and fibroblasts. Then there is internal elastic lamina, which is very thin. Then comes the tunica media. Tunica media contains smooth muscle fibers along with the elastic fibers and collagen fibers. Then we have tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia is composed of connective tissue fibers, and it also has adipocytes in it, nuclei of fibroblasts are present, and capillaries are present. This is also a diagram which shows the muscular artery and the muscular vein. Now the lumen of artery is usually rounded and the lumen of vein is usually collapsed. So we can see the lumen, this is artery, one is artery and the other one is vein. In both of them, the tunica media is composed of smooth muscle fibers. The tunica media of artery is thicker as compared to that of vein, and tunica adventitia of vein is thicker as compared to that of artery. Now the large or elastic veins. Tunica intima consists of endothelium, well developed subendothelial connective tissue, and a very thin internal elastic lamina is also indistinguishable. Now the tunica media, it is very thin and poorly defined. It consists of elastic fibers, smooth muscle fibers, collagen fibers, and fibroblasts. Tunica adventitia consists of collagen and smooth muscle fibers, and some elastic fibers are also present. Tunica adventitia also contains vasa vasorum and nervi vasorum. Vasa vasorum is basically the blood vessels which supply the walls of large veins, and nervi vasorum are the unmyelinated sympathetic nerve fibers which supply the smooth muscles within the tunica media as well as tunica adventitia. Examples of elastic vein is superior and inferior vena cava, common iliac, renal, azygous veins. Here is the diagram of large vein. We can see endothelium, which is lined by simple squamous cells. Then is subendothelial connective tissue, a very thin, poorly defined internal elastic lamina. Then in tunica media we can see elastic fibers and smooth muscle fibers, and then tunica adventitia, which contains vasa vasorum, nervi vasorum, capillaries, adipocytes, smooth muscle fibers, and fibroblasts. Here we can see the microscopic picture of large vein. We can see that the tunica intima is present in the upper part. Then is tunica media, which consists of elastic fibers. Then is collagen fibers are also present. Then is tunica adventitia, which is also composed of collagen fibers, elastic fibers, and few smooth muscle fibers are also scattered in it. That's the end of lecture. Thank you.